Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something huge, literally. Hiding in plain sight near Naples, Italy, is a geological giant that's been stirring in its sleep. It's called Campi Flegrei, or the Phlegrean Fields, and it's not just any volcano, it's a supervolcano. And lately, it's been making headlines. So, what's really going on? Is this the plot of a disaster movie? Or is there a calmer scientific explanation? Let's break down everything you need to know about Campi Flegrei in 2025. First off, what even is a supervolcano? Forget the classic cone shape you're thinking of. A supervolcano is a massive depression in the ground called a caldera. Campi Flegrei's caldera is enormous, stretching about 12 kilometers across. Much of it is underwater in the Gulf of Naples, and parts of it are right under bustling towns like Pozzuoli. This whole area was formed by unimaginably huge eruptions tens of thousands of years ago. The last major eruption was in 1538, which was small by its standards but still created a whole new mountain. Since then, it's been relatively quiet, but that's starting to change. So why are we talking about it now? Well, the ground at Campi Flegrei is breathing. This phenomenon is called bradyseism. Imagine a giant underground lung slowly inflating and deflating. For the past several decades, and especially in the last few years, the ground has been rising. We're talking centimeters per month, which might not sound like much, but in geological terms, it's sprinting. This upward movement is causing thousands of small earthquakes, shaking the local communities and understandably making everyone a bit nervous. In late 2023, the region experienced its strongest earthquake in 40 years, which really put everyone on high alert. What's causing this? Deep beneath the surface, there's a massive, complex plumbing system of magma and volcanic gases. Scientists believe this recent unrest is driven by two main possibilities. One theory is that fresh magma is rising from deep within the Earth's crust, pushing the ground up like a piston. Another, perhaps more likely theory for the current activity, is that it's due to the heating and expansion of hydrothermal fluids, basically superheated water and gas trapped in the rock. As these fluids get hotter, they expand, increasing the pressure and deforming the ground above. Think of it like a pressure cooker lid rattling. It doesn't necessarily mean the whole thing is about to blow, but it does mean the pressure is building up. This leads to the billion-dollar question: is it going to erupt? The honest answer from volcanologists is, it's incredibly difficult to say for sure. The signs we're seeing, the ground uplift and the constant earthquakes, are classic precursors to an eruption. However, they don't guarantee one. Campi Flegrei has gone through similar periods of unrest in the past, like in the 1980s, without erupting. The system let off steam, the ground settled back down, and the crisis passed. The volcano could be doing the same thing now, just releasing pressure. But of course, authorities aren't just sitting back and hoping for the best. The Italian government and local civil protection agencies are taking this very seriously. What happens if the alert level rises? There are detailed evacuation plans in place. The area is divided into a red zone and a yellow zone. The red zone includes the areas at highest risk from pyroclastic flows, those terrifyingly fast-moving clouds of hot gas and ash. If an eruption is deemed imminent, the plan is to evacuate the more than 500,000 people living in this red zone. The yellow zone is a larger area at risk from heavy ashfall, which can collapse roofs and disrupt infrastructure. The logistics of evacuating that many people are mind-boggling, and authorities have been running drills to test their readiness. It's a monumental challenge. Let's talk about the worst-case scenario, the one everyone secretly fears: a super-eruption. An event of this magnitude is exceptionally rare, happening on a timescale of tens of thousands of years. The last one at Campi Flegrei was the Campanian ignimbrite eruption around 39,000 years ago, and it was a climate-altering event that plunged Europe into a volcanic winter. Is that what's happening now? The overwhelming scientific consensus is no. The energy levels we're seeing today are nowhere near what would be required for an eruption of that scale. What's far more likely, if an eruption were to occur, is something much smaller, similar to the 1538 event. While still very dangerous for those living nearby, it wouldn't be a global catastrophe. It would create a new volcanic cone, spew ash and rock, and require the immediate evacuation of the surrounding area. It would be a major disaster for the Naples region, but not an apocalyptic event for the planet. The main concern for volcanologists right now is understanding if the system is building towards one of these smaller eruptions. It's also important to understand the human side of this. Imagine living with daily tremors, seeing cracks appear in your buildings, and knowing you live on top of a supervolcano. It's a source of constant anxiety for the people of Pozzuoli and the surrounding towns. They have a deep connection to this land, but they also live with a constant, simmering threat. Their resilience is incredible. They are not panicking, but they are demanding clear information and reassurance that the plans to protect them are solid. So to sum it all up for 2025, Campi Flegrei is awake and active. The ground is rising and the earth is shaking, indicating pressure is building in its subterranean plumbing. While a catastrophic super-eruption is extremely unlikely, the possibility of a smaller, yet still dangerous eruption is real and is being monitored with the utmost seriousness. The Italian authorities have robust plans in place, but the situation is a powerful reminder of the immense forces that churn beneath our feet. It's a delicate balance between scientific monitoring, public preparedness, and the unpredictable nature of our planet. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about being informed. Understanding the science behind Campi Flegrei helps us replace panic with respect for nature's power and appreciation for the scientists working to keep people safe. We'll continue to keep an eye on the situation and bring you any major updates. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the science that shapes our world. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Stay curious and stay safe.